And a welcome out here to Cazalys Arena out at Palmerston, where we're watching the third placed Southern Districts are about to play bottom side Palmerston in a round 15 game of the 23-24 NTFL season. And my fellow commentator Tash Medbury, you would think the Districts boys would have a win here.
Yeah, everyone's expecting them to. It will be an absolute upset of the season if Maggies manage to get the win. But yeah, that's on the bottom of the ladder, and Crocs are playing some really good footy as well. And Jed Anderson starts in the middle, of course, won the best on ground in the NT representative game on a Wednesday. And no doubt he will back it up quite well. So we're in the middle. Big Wyatt Ryan that also was in the rep game against Page. Either ruckman win it. Lucas Edmonds is in there for the Palmerston Magpies. He played in the rep game as well. Palmerston go forward about 5 metres, and I tell you what, I've just played and the mud in there is thick, smelly and ugly. So the white jumpers that Districts have on tonight are going to end up not white by the end of it. Kicking in danger a bit there. The umpire let it go. Magpies player looked at his hand there, was kicked out of it, picked up by Driscoll. Hand passes to a teammate out there in Agnew. Districts now go forward through Cotter. Cotter's got a player all by himself. That's Dylan Barry. He goes long at the back as Brander. Is it going to bounce through? No, it bounces to the left. 3 for a minor score. So the first score on the board is to Southern Districts.
And by the Centralian Dylan Barry, a long left foot kick.
So in his new role is Waylon Davey. He should get this back. He does. Well done, Waylon. I really love him down back on the outside of the boot. He knew what he was doing there, trying to get it to a teammate there in Gould. Gould's been pretty good for the Maggies. There's big White Ryan. So kicks it into the corridor. Jono Ross is there. They hit it forward to Brendan Rusker. He picks it up at the back of the pack, has a snap, and it falls short. And a good mark taken back there by Tate Barrett.
Tate Barrett it was, yes, indeed.
So it goes long. Dispossessed out there. So Districts win the footy back. Here's Jed Anderson. Just lowers his eyes, puts it up top for Bowden. Michael Bowden, of course, starting forward a couple of times this season. Usually down back. Magpies can't get it out. There's Philip Wills, the captain. He's back in this week, and Page in the ruck by himself gives it to Lucas Edmonds. There's a player that was in the only Magpies player in the rep team. So that's to Parry. Parry can't pick it up now. He does. Hot on his hammer is Mazzini. And well done to Mazzini there. Ties up the footy. Another one that was in the NT-rep team as well was Mazzini. Had a good game as well.
I was just going to say he was also a rep player. And, of course, we beat Essendon in that particular game as well, Tash.
Yeah, both sides did. Really proud of my women's, and was very fortunate enough for Rick Nolan to ask me to be assistant, and it was a great experience, and the girls made us proud. And hopefully we get to see many more games of the NT rep game, because it's a great concept, and the crowd, I thank all the crowd that came out as well, because without the crowd we won't get it each year. So really good work.
That's a good point, Tash. There were 2,500 fans there, so they obviously like their rep football.
And on a Wednesday night as well, Jed Anderson takes that from the ruck, tries to clear the kick only as far as Jai Bolton. Passes it off to a teammate.
Ooh.
Centre wing, Bo Schwartz as well, another rep player. Kicks it over the top, looking for Rusker. Bounces kindly for him, just spins out of a tackle, but not the second one. Should have been holding the footy. The umpire let it go. Bowden kicks it off the ground. Brander is going to get there first, a big fella. Hand passes back to Anderson, went through his legs, and a good tackle laid there by Barrett again. Made sure not to get into his back, and we've got a ball up.
No scores yet, but oh yes, in fact, District kicked the point, haven't they? But those two players we saw involved then, Tash, young Schwartz and young Rusker, have had terrific seasons.
Yeah, Rusker, I think it was last week, had one of his best games for
Ever.
Southern Districts.
Yeah.
And the week before that at home as well, when we were calling that game, Gray was another good one against Buffaloes. So free kick, and it's going to the big ruckman. Oh, they went to play advantage. Comes back. Ryan puts it out in front of Brander. Strong hands. In the end, it was chopping the arms. It should go back. The umpires played advantage. You don't usually play advantage for a mark. Schwartz on the left, and it sails through. The first goal on the board to Bo Schwartz. Good work there. And the advantage was played to Waistcoat, and he's kicked the goal, Schwartz, as they all get around him.
Yes,
so 1-1-7 plays nil. So Magpies yet to score. We've gone 4.5 minutes in the first.
And you're right, going back to that Brander mark, well, I thought it was a mark, and then the umpire played the advantage. So.
Yeah, I reckon he must have. The only thing I can think of is he's played chopping the arms, so a free kick where the advantage can be played, because, of course, if it's a mark, you can't play the advantage. So
it was a very unusual decision, but most importantly for districts, they've kicked a goal anyway. So the player I was just talking about, Bo Swartz, who's had a terrific season.
He definitely has. Oh, got up really high there, Ryan. Edmonds tracking that footy, the number 7 there for the Maggies. Comes out the back to Anderson. Anderson fires the handball off to a teammate. Dylan Barry tried to kick it off the ground. Getting there's Philip Wills. Captain for the Maggies, of course. Picked up and close to the boundary line. And it goes over Agnew there for the Palmerston Magpies.
Yes, they're doing all the attacking districts as they steam towards another finals campaign. Won their last premiership, of course, in, 5 years ago now, in 2018, when they beat the Buffaloes by a point.
So good work taken out of the pack there. Districts put it into Big Brander. He's hanging at the back. Well done to Barrett. There's a free kick, and it's, I think, for a hold or a block, and it's going to Waistcoat. So it was the emergency, I believe, for the NT rep team.
He was, yes, he was there.
Good experience for him.
The boy from the Barclay League. He was the Barclay League's only representative, which was a fantastic effort from young Waistcoat. He'd be about 35 out, Tash.
No, it takes a couple of steps, and he's missed it. Just a little bit casual there, Waistcoat.
Yes, he had a very good opportunity there to put more Barclay League on the map.
So quick kick out once again by Wills, I think that was. It's coming back. Wills, he has to go in hard. He does. Fires off the handball, but there's a free kick. This time advantage played again to Lucas Edmonds. He has a bounce right in the muddy area, if you don't mind. Actually come back to him. So JT, Justin Taylor, and it goes over the boundary line between them two players there. Justin Taylor, of course, for the Palmerston Magpies, and Zach Smith. So boundary throw in. We're about 80 around from the district's goal. Jai Bolton's all by himself here. Tell you what, if Ryan can get it to him, that's where he sort of goes to. Couldn't take control of the footy there was Cotter, but Bolton's got it. No one was on him, and then breaking away from that stoppage was Jed Anderson. Good play there by Districts. Just puts it out into the corridor. Brander's got a bit of space, tries to take it on the chest. Well done there to the Magpies defender and Murphy.
Murphy it was, yeah, that's right.
And it hits the post. So a quick snap-on goal there. Brander probably needed to get the big mitts out for it. Hasn't rained. It was only sprinkled a bit during the women's game, so the ground has held up pretty well, but it's not raining at the moment, so he probably needed to take put the mitts out then, Brander, instead of taking it on the chest.
And what's it like underneath,
it's not too bad on these wings here. In the middle, it's not definitely going to bounce. It is muddy, but the girls in our game had a few bounces, and I couldn't believe it when the ball came back to them. So.
Yes.
Waylon Davey. Oh, they're on here, the Maggies. They've got the numbers if it bounces kindly for him. Grigg gets it. Handballs to a teammate on the wing. Fumbled but had time to get the footy. So Cooper Gould for the Maggies. Too far out to score. Plays on. Gets it on the left. It's a terrible kick. Parry gets hands to it. Close to the boundary line. They'll be happy to see it over Mazzini. And it's going to be a boundary thrown deep in the right forward pocket here for the Maggies.
And you're right, they were on then. They had players everywhere, but unfortunately the kick into the forward pocket was not good by young Gould.
They set opportunity here for the Maggies. Ryan, up nice and high there. Magpies. Driscoll has a shot. And through for my score. So the first score on the board for the Palmerston Magpies, still trailing by 8 points here. We've nearly gone 9 minutes in the first as Districts play on quickly. There is no Magpies players over this side whatsoever. Michael Bowden takes it. Tried to get it over the back, but Philip Wills is there. So is Davidson. Davidson kicks it forward. Brander just got rid of his opponent and took it on the chest there. Not much Barrett could do. and Brander. We are right behind him here. Bit of a breeze picking up at the moment.
Yes, he'll have a shot for goal for his 50th goal. Tash, you can align goal number 50
So
for
Brander.
the season. The former Gold Coast and West Coast player.
So Jared Brander, we're right behind him. This is for goal 50 for the season.
5-0.
Needs to aim for the left goalpost there. The breeze should bring it around.
Oops.
And he doesn't, and it takes it out of bounds on the full. So,
Yeah, it's an awkward looking kick in the end, wasn't it?
yeah, just coming across Cazalys. Good crowd here today as well. Just a shout out to my teammate Jo Huddleston. 150 games. So no, the 150 she cracked today at the banner, and of course Warren Burto's wife, late Warren Burto. So yeah, it was a pretty proud moment, pretty emotional as well.
I was just going to say it would have been an emotional moment as well.
Yeah, so we got the win and very happy about that. So there's a bit of a do on tonight. If you're not doing anything, get down here to the club. So out to the wing, Maggies. Chopping it off there was Cotter. Cotter with a bit of time and space. Oh, parked underneath it again is Jed Anderson.
He's
Anderson.
having a night out already.
Yeah, to John O'Ross. Takes it nearly on the second grab. Well done, Waylon Davey there. Just to put the body pressure on. You can see just a height mismatch there, but Waylon Davey's pretty strong. And I just really love the move that they've done, is putting Waylon Davey in the back line.
Just going to ask you, Tash, putting him in the back line, was there any reasoning behind that? He's run perhaps? Or?
I think, get him around the footy. When he's down forward, he does snag miracle goals and stuff like that, but I think he's too important to be away too much from the footy, and we know that, the ball hasn't been getting down into the forward line as much this season, so... he's got a lovely kick and he creates so much run and carry, and you can see that he's the go-to player from half-back, and I just think he's played his best footy so far in the back line. Still go forward every now and again and snag a goal, Waylon, but yeah, he's been a good handy addition down there. As they go forward, once again in the forward 50, Brander keeps that in, gets it back to Schwartz. Schwartz has a lot of time, just dances around an opponent, then puts it up. Oh, try and mark that, will ya? Anderson nearly did. He trapped it with his foot. There's Waylon Davey. That's why he's down there. Read the footy really well, picked it up. Jacob Cockatoo, of course, Jason's son, number 16 there. Here's JT coming through. Good body work. Jump back to his feet. Good work, Maggies. Well done, Parry, for moving up. Needed to go and help his teammates here, which means that there's no one in the forward 50 here for the Maggies. They're trying to create a stoppage if they can here, the Palmerston Magpies. But Crocs won't want that, and they get it out now through Fijo. Fijo has a bounce. That's what I mean about this side of the wing here, Gray. Ball's bouncing quite well, actually. It's not skidding, taken high.
Yeah, that's right.
So Jacob Cockatoo giving away the high there. Free kick going the way of Barnett. So Declan goes long. JT in a prime position here. Couldn't take it on the second. Zach Smith happy to take that over. Magpies will be happy for that, for a stoppage. They want to really try and create stoppages here and just try and win the footy as much as they can and congest it, rather than Southern Districts out on the open with free flowing and will probably get the goal. So if they can create it, as Parry comes off, he's got a lot of blood coming from just above his eyebrow.
He's been hit pretty hard, yep.
He's a big unit too, Parry. You'll see him just come through the screen in a sec. There he is.
Adam Parry, yep. Bleeding profusely.
So they wait for the player to get out and...
It's above his right eye, is it? Yeah.
Take his mark. So Ryan dropped the footy there. That was Cotter. No, Davidson, sorry. The umpire was blindsided to that. Again, Maggie's... Yeah, they'll be happy with the stoppage here. You can see the intentions here from the Maggies. This is
AFLNT's coverage of the 23-24 NTFL season. We're watching Districts and Palmerston out at Cazalys Arena.
Ryan. This time Driscoll is in the ruck against him. Big unit as well, Driscoll, but probably got the same height. I'll give him just a couple of centimetres, but I'll tell you what, Ryan is just a big unit. Kick forward there by Palmer. Gets on the outside. Oh, you won't catch Rusker. Rusker has a bounce. Brandon leads, and Rusker's hit the post. He could have been a little bit closer as well and had that shot, but just the speed on the outside there. But at the back,
heaps of leg speed, wasn't he?
So Philip Wills just held that up enough. Get teammates over to try and help him. Anderson tried to get the handball out to Barry. be close to the boundary line, and they take it over now. So boundary throw-in about 60 around from the Southern District's goal. So
1 goal, 4-10 to 1 point after 15 minutes.
Nine points of difference here, and we've gone nearly 15 minutes in the first quarter. So Magpies will be happy with this, and that's what I mean. Just the stoppage contest. So there we go again, just trying to lock that footy up. Once it gets out, it's very, very hard for the Palmerston Magpies, just with the skill level districts have.
And here they
tap
come
down.
Again.
There's Brander. Oh, nearly took it on the chest once again. Philip Wills is back there to help. Tries to clear the footy. A lovely pickup in these conditions by Declan Barnett. Under a bit of pressure, Mulholland. Got the footy off, but it's a turnover. Brooking has a shot, and he's just missed. They were celebrating there as well, so that must have been pretty close. Through for another minor score, so 5-11 now.
Yes, but the Palmerston backline holding up very well. They're working hard.
So Philip Wills with the kick-out duties. We've seen him here a couple of weeks ago go for a really long one and actually hurt his groin, his glute. Okay. We thought he was out for